Hami Media Group presents your NXT Next Level Wrestling Review with your host, Big Ray and the Vet. So,
are you ready? We said, are you ready?
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or good night, ladies and gentlemen. This is your Next Level Wrestling Review, live right here at Hami Media Group. We'd like to ask you all, especially here on YouTube, to like and subscribe. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe, share this video. We're here live every single Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And who's talking right now? And also, we may be doing this on Rumble as well. I think I might expand and make a Rumble page, an HMG Rumble page, so that we can have for all the right-wing conspiracy theorists that want to watch wrestling. And so we might go there. Well, we'll see. We're working on that. But ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who I am the pundit of the people, the man of the plan. Big Ray here to stay to eat some turkey. Well, not today, but it's going to be tomorrow. And that's going to be quite delicious. I'm looking forward to it very much so. But speaking about jive turkey, ladies and gentlemen, it ain't my co-host. See the swerve there? He thought I was going to bury you, but I'm not. Ladies and gentlemen, is the one, the only, the turkey hunter. It is the vet. The vet. He likes turkey. He's a Rip Rogers guy. I don't like him. I don't think cranberry sauce. The vet. Oh, sorry. Vet. Likes turkey. Rip Rogers guy. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the pumpkin pie of your eye. The one and the only. A Rip Rogers guy. It is the vet. Jamie Williams. Veteran, are you a cranberry sauce guy?
Sure.
Good.
It could be the shape of the can. It could be when somebody makes that big bowl of that jellyish
with the pieces of the cranberry in there.
And some other stuff.
You get that one bitter bite. It's like ugh.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, and you are almost right. I am not a jive turkey. That is correct. I am a jive soul turkey.
He's a jive soul bro turkey.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what did? Wait. Oh,
do we like it raw? Do we like it? Do we like raw turkey here?
Thank you. Oh my God, I'm so freaking. Hold on. Through the magic of television. Let me see if I get this right. There we go. Thank you, Elizabeth. Oh my God, I'm such a prick. Oh boy, what a fucking long couple of days. Listen, I wanted to before I start playing the music real quick, man. I just want to thank you guys, all of you motherfuckers, for sending me messages and hitting me up, and sending some love. We did have a loss in our family, and I'm just right off the top real quick, man. I don't know what it is like culturally for you, but like when you have a god brother or god sister in our culture or whatever, it's family. Like we grow up together, it's family. And I had a big loss in my family, and I just want to thank you guys for really being cool friends, man, and sending mad love. So just know I would do it for you, and I'm always thinking about you guys. And believe it or not, I swear to you, you guys are always in my prayers. So some people send me some funny shit too, so I appreciate it. Made my day good, because I was very sad yesterday, and I'm very happy that I'm here with you guys today, and this jive soul bro turkey. So thank you guys so much. I love you so. You guys have no fucking idea, man. But thank you. Anyway, with that being said, Vet. Vet's a man that lives alone in some bunker somewhere. He isn't
very isolated existence. Yes.
So
I have an adopted stuffed elephant son, but other than that,
are there wild turkeys? Do you hunt by hand? Are you going to be just making yourself a Thanksgiving dinner by yourself? You picking the cranberries off the trees? Are you hunting the turkey with your hands? Like how we go about
yes,
this?
a very self-sufficient Thanksgiving this year at the West Coast installation.
West Coast installation. If that's really a shoot, because I'm starting to think he's somewhere in Bulgaria. I have my little yarn board here.
Y'all want to know where Miro's been?
See? I know things. Yeah, man. So very interesting couple of weeks of professional wrestling. A very interesting week of wrestling. I'll say off the bat, and I know I'm gonna be proven wrong, but I enjoyed this week of NXT. I thought as a go home show to Deadline, this is pretty solid actually. Had a lot of fun watching it. Had a lot of fun watching Raw, and you can check out I Like It Raw with Jimmy T and I. It's up right now, right here on YouTube if you're watching. So check that out. So yeah, Vet. I know a lot of people are going to be traveling today. I just want you guys at the top of the show. I just want to tell you guys to please be safe. The obvious shit: don't drink and drive, because I know it's going to be. Don't eat turkey and then drive. Because Vet, I'm sure you know the tryptophan causes an effect of sleepiness or drowsiness in somebody, which is equivalent to that of somebody who is drunk. Am I correct?
Probably not even close. No.
Oh shit. Okay.
But still, be aware of your surroundings at all times.
Yeah, please. No wild.
Only eat the doctor's recommended amount of turkey.
That's just a lot. I really listen. I'm gonna tell you a secret. Nobody else is here, right?
No, nobody's watching.
All right, so I love my wife's family. We do Christmas with my family, but we do, I really don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay here, but we have to go there. How do I get out of this shit?
Well, I believe that the best policy, which may be too late now, was you're supposed to flat refuse when it was first brought up.
I knew it. Fucking knew it. I told my wife.
Good tip for next time.
You know, I've had COVID already 6 times. Well, not at all. I mean, just to get out of shit. A man can only have COVID so much.
Right.
It's cool, man. Now we can say COVID, and not get fucking canceled. Anyway, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time. It's time. It's Vader time. Of course, like a fucking idiot. I gotta put this up.
Acknowledge me. Acknowledge me. You're gonna acknowledge me. You there, sitting at home. Acknowledge me.
Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, somewhere up in heaven, there is a giant table with tons of turkey. But of course, the turkey is smothered in the gabagool. Ladies and gentlemen, big shout out to our brother up in heaven. Media M5, say hello to Cindy from me, my friend. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got the biggest ass in all of HMG. Frank's Picklebauer ass is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. We have the heart and soul of the chat. We have the heart and soul of HMG. We have the man formerly known, the artist formerly known as Gam Wolfers. It's Gam Wolfers. Why would it be formerly? Anyway. He says, got to work this morning. Fuck! Why? But I want to wish my HMG family a happy Thanksgiving. Please be reasonable. See, he knows. And blah, blah, blah. And he says, what we have right now is a teachable moment. So thank you, my friend. We also, speaking of thankful, we have the thankful one here. We have Mr. Michael Vasquez, the thankful one, who thanks us for the daily upload. We love you, Michael. Thank you so much for being here with us. We have Cole XX Bloodhead XX. Morning, friends. There's rumor has it that Big Ray and Nevada are taking over Chase U. Can you, I'm calling it Yeet You. That can you deny or deny?
It's a classified information, but it just between us, it's denied.
It's denied. Speaking of denied, the undeniable, we have the master and ruler of the world. Who I don't give a damn who you are. Same Vicious is with us, ladies and gentlemen. We have the very well hung Hami Media Group. What are they testing on lab rats today? This is a softball, brother. Come on.
Well, it's the tryptophan levels in turkeys, I imagine.
Perfect. It's fucking perfect. I've been doing this shit for almost 3 years with this guy. He knows what I'm thinking here. He knows what I look like naked. Anyway, we have the lovely Elizabeth. Yeah. Elizabeth, pass the gravy. Yeah. Pass the apple pie. Yeah. Pass the stuffing. Yeah.
Cream on the top.
Shit.
Whipped cream on the top of the pie.
Oh, fuck yeah. I can imagine what the house smells like when Elizabeth is if she's hosting the Thanksgiving dinner. You know, Elizabeth is one hell of a fucking cook, right? Amazing baker as well. And with that being said, Elizabeth, shout out to you. I saw what you posted earlier to you. I love you, my friend, and I know how you feel. So my heart is with you this Thanksgiving. You know what I'm talking about. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we have the dancing one, the handsome one, the slashing one, the handsome dancing slashing Dan Heffron, who also wishes us a happy Thanksgiving. And he has a new slashing Christmas carol coming soon. Yeah! Who's that?
That's great.
Who's that?
What was it? Who was it?
Yeah! You don't remember that politician? What was his name? We're going to Virginia. Then we're going to Chicago. Then we're going to Missouri. Yeah! I forgot his name too.
I don't know anything about any politicians. Are they done counting the votes yet? Or
no, they're still fucking. I think they're counting the votes where you live.
Okay, gotcha.
Ridiculous. They have like trained chimpanzees just like eating the paper. Anyway, it's all good, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what else we got here. We have all right. I already said the biggest ass in all of HMG. Frank's bigger rather. What? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, before you eat your Thanksgiving turkey and you get all that sugar in your system, I know that your sugar levels have to be controlled, so you have to get your J12 shot. You know what the 12 stands for, right? Inches. He says, "What up, HMG? Didn't see a second of NXT last night. Always got to tune in to review. You know what, man? That's why we're here, right, Vet?
That's why we're here. We encourage you to never, ever, watch this. No. Please.
You don't have to. That's why we're here. I gotta get my fucking chapstick. My lips are on fire. Ladies and gentlemen. All right, let me see. What am I doing here? Ladies and gentlemen.
Wrong
no,
name.
wait. I fucked up here. Yeah. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen. Now coming up to bat. Number 32, first baseman. What's his name again? Al. Robinson. Al Robinson, first base. 32. I'm sorry. I'm off today, guys. Terrible. I did a terrible job there. Oh, let me see if I can get my prop here. Okay. Here we go. I am your father's sister's cousin's former roommate. I don't want to. What does that make us? Absolutely nothing is what you will be, veteran. Oh, you made it personal this week, Vet.
Me?
Yep. I don't know what the hell. Did you hit him with your lightsaber?
I'm a honest to God prince.
He knows what I'm talking about. Remember when he dropped that fucking gimmick on what is John Candy's foot? Got flat like a cartoon. What was it? What was it? What did they drop on it? What was that?
I forget, but it was something like his foot became cartoonishly huge and flat.
Oh, that's fucking
wow.
She's gone from suck to blow. Fucking classic. It is such a good movie.
Keep firing, assholes.
I'm surrounded by assholes. But of course, possibly the greatest line. I'm going to throw it your way. What is it? The one greatest line.
The one greatest? There is no one greatest line.
You don't think so?
Well, what do you have in mind?
Well,
I can't
mine
read
is
your mind this time.
Mine is basically when they're combing the beach. And
oh, okay. I already. Then I know. Okay, you can pass it back to me now.
Go ahead, and that is.
We ain't found shit.
That is the greatest line in movie history. Spaceballs. I wish we could do a live review of Spaceballs. Just watch it together, like Mystery Science Theater 2000.
Like Brandon does on his watch along.
He doesn't get taken down?
Well, he doesn't play the movie.
Oh.
He just watches whatever he's watching, and then people can sync up and watch along if they have it, or just hang out.
And MV Hitman, he's hanging out with my sister. Up in heaven, my brother. Thank you. Take care of her. Make sure she eats the finest of all gabagools. I appreciate you, MV Hitman. What else we got here? We have, you know what I got to do here? Oh, you should have seen the amazing catch that I just made, but we have to raise the music up a little bit. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this person is magnanimous. Ladies and gentlemen, this person is scholarly. He is effervescent. He is absolutely glorious. It's the glorious Professor Chavelo de la Cruz. He says, "Happy Thanksgiving. Let the vacation begin." I don't got no fucking vacation, bro. I just got the day off tomorrow. That's it.
Wow. And you know, for all those great things, the professor is a near perfect human.
He is.
His only flaw
is
keeping that profile picture of Baron Corbin.
I'm sorry, gold medalist, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gold medalist Baron Corbin, my friend.
Is that the kind of gold medal that has chocolate inside when you unwrap it?
Oh, God. I made my coffee. It's like all coffee grounds. Fucking shit.
Forgot to add water?
Oh, fuck me. Sideways. What are you laughing at? Shit.
Professor said, flaw will be addressed.
Oh, it's like my mouth is full of sand. Oh, that's fucking gross, dude. I'm sorry, guys.
We ain't found shit.
We have our brother all the way from Israel who doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving, but he's giving thanks. There's the one, the only, the king of 2K24. Shalom to our brother, Aaron Ben Shlomo. What's going on, my friend? You believe that he's watching us all the way from Israel? Imagine he just lives in Vermont. He's like right there. No?
Anything could happen. It's the internet.
It is true. And ladies and gentlemen, speaking of the internet, you have the king of the internet. Oh, I just made that up. We have the windiest of all Chris's, a.k.a. Chuckles himself. It is Mr.
Yes, boy!
Got the gobble. Haha, I see what you did there. Gobble, gobble, ghoul. Huh? Yes, boy? No? Oh. Let's see what we got here. As we continue to move on, I think. Holy shit. Well, a good day, mate, to our brother from down under. It is Jimmy T from the PWC. Yeah. He says, who says I don't know? Palpatine? What is he talking about? Oh, they're talking about fucking Star Wars shit. Fuck that.
Whenever Jimmy texts, he ends everything with a question mark, if you notice.
Does he really?
He's everything? Is a question, Ray?
Oh my God. I think you're right. No, I know you're right. I have to bring the straw up a little bit because all the shit. That was a clean sip. My God. It's like wedged in between my teeth. Like you could feel it moving the teeth apart.
Oh, well, you know.
You ever order something from fucking Starbucks and they do that shit to you?
Right off the bat, no.
Dunkin'. Anyway. And I think that might be everybody, ladies and gentlemen.
There's no way that's everybody. It's not even close to everybody.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, we have the one and the only, the vet's best friend. It's my favorite Martin. Mike Martin is in the house, the man who lost 5,000 pounds in 1 week. He says December 4th, AEW Dynamite is live from Fishers, Indiana. Third row seats, I'm assuming, $22. I might go to Heckle. Well, bring a face mask, my friend, because it's going to smell like armpits and shit.
That town ain't even real.
No,
it's not a real town. Fishers, Indiana is not a real town. He made that up. He's starting the heckling early.
Wait a second. If the professor was here, then who the fuck is this?
He addressed the flaw.
He fixed it? No.
Yes. Now
No,
he
he
is.
didn't.
Now he actually has the perfect human, Dwayne Johnson.
Did he really change the fucking gimmick, Schnavitz?
Yes.
He did.
That's why he's all those things you said.
That's why he's fucking magnanimous and glorious.
And
Good for
effervescent.
I miss the Baron Corbin.
And scholarly. No, you
He
don't.
is very scholarly.
No one will ever miss that guy.
Well, wow, we have a nice group in here, ladies and gentlemen, because we have the one and the only, the very
Sexy Scott Woodford is here. The only man sexy enough to send Ray spiraling into another dimension, gasping for breath as I have to sit here and continue to vamp. Ray's back.
I wonder how people feel the first time watching. What is this? What is this acknowledgement? We do this because we fucking love you guys. We love you. We have to individually acknowledge every single one of the people in the chat. So thank you for giving. And speaking of chat, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the one and the only, the biggest hater of Eddie Thorpe in the history of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, the one
That's
and the
coming
only.
from us too.
Yeah, it's DJ Lingo. And we're gonna hate him a lot today. So DJ Lingo, hang around. There's gonna be a lot of Eddie Thorpe hate. And boy, oh boy, did he get himself into some deep shit. Don't touch me.
I'm interested to talk about this.
Great. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, in standard definition, we have the one and the only revamped wrestling. He says, "Woof woof," and I end quote. I guess he's referring to our brother Bronson Steiner. Still call him Bronson Steiner.
That's his
Anyway.
that's his new gimmick. Where are all
And
my wolf
finally-
wolves at?
Where all my wolves at? All right, we can take that. And ladies and gentlemen, finally, I gotta get a good gimmick name for this gentleman. I mean, Grus. Grus 512. He says, "Hi, everybody." Let me think about this.
It's a
one. I'm
Bond
gonna get you a
villain.
good one.
Sounds like a
He
Bond
does,
villain, right?
It is Grus.
Like, yes.
He's a German Bond villain.
007, we need you to infiltrate the territory and take down Bruce.
That's right. Grus 512. I do a terrible German. That's the best I could do, brother. And I don't want to do him too good, if you know what I mean. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that has been our acknowledgments. Oh, God. I'm still spitting out fucking coffee grounds. No bueno. But I'll tell you something, Vet. You know what is bueno? It's the 3 count. Oh, yeah. This is the 3 count. With the latest breaking news in pro wrestling, sports, pop culture, and more. Now back to Big Ray and the Vet. We got one acknowledgement sneaking in here at the very tail end. We have Bro Venom. You may have heard of him.
And did we forget Bobo? Because Bobo had a comment for a second there saying, acknowledge me, but then it got deleted. But I assume because he deleted it, but let's just acknowledge Bobo anyway. I'm sure he's here. He put a comment.
He was doing Illuminati things, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, he's not traveling like most of you fucking ham and eggers. You know, he has an underground railroad that he's dealing with, you know, but he's very mighty. He has the most
careful when you use that phrase, Ray. Wait till we're on Rumble.
Well, there he is.
Start throwing that around. Yeah.
Look, Bobo, not only do we acknowledge you, we're actually taking time out of the day to thank you for not allowing World War III. I know you had a part in that. It's part of that meeting. I wonder if those meetings, you know, for the Illuminati people, are like you know how they have like
the Stonecutters meeting.
No, I was thinking when you live in a town and you know they want to put up a tree and shit, or they want to paint a bike lane, and everybody argues. You know, you got the tall grays there, the aliens. Anyway, all right, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into some news and rumors.
Can I just say one thing here?
You could say 1,000 things, bro.
Scott Woodford has put a line. He says, "Breaking news: Daniel Jones is signing with the Vikings." And I just want to comment on that.
Why?
Yeah,
Daniel
you remember
Jones. You know
So
what? Hold on.
I just
Hold
want to
on.
comment. You know how I come on here? No, wait.
I'm gonna get rid of
You
the
know
music. I want people to focus in on what you're saying.
Okay, well, sorry. So you know how I come on here and put myself over about how everybody's 5 years behind me, and when it comes to Talent Scout Jones, like I'm ahead of the curve and everybody's just way late.
Of course.
Daniel Jones's rookie season, I said this guy's a bum and he ain't shit, and they wasted all this time on him just to get to where they are now,
Which is nowhere.
So it's not, I'm just saying it doesn't extend to just wrestling. It's pretty much a lot of people that have talent in a lot of fields. That's just a gift I have, I guess.
You do have a gift.
And people that have been following for a long time and know me will remember that I called Daniel Jones trash on multiple occasions. You probably don't remember because of the CTE, but maybe if you could shuffle through the file cabinets in your brain, you'd probably remember a time when I said that to you.
You know what sucks, dude? Is like Daniel Jones. So I'm a Giants fan, and I've seen the best of the best and the worst of the worst. I mean, literally, I started watching football in 1985 with the Bears. That was my first year I actually watched football. Became a Giants fan in 1986. Didn't even really understand the game as much. I was only 10 years old. I started playing Pop Warner like around the following year. But I mean, I went from like not watching football to like a Super Bowl. Phil Simms, Phil Simms goes down. Jeff Hostetler, I did have to deal with certain, other quarterbacks on the way in. But then we had the great Eli Manning, who took us, say what you want to say, but he won two. Shut up. He won 2 Super Bowls, and he was fucking dope as fuck. With the same resting dork face. But I'll take it, because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Daniel fucking Jones. Possibly. He is the Vinny Testaverde of the New York Giants. All the physical attributes in the world, but the guy can't fucking win a goddamn thing. And it sucks.
I like when it was during his rookie season or whatever on First Take when like Molly kept calling him Danny Dimes and Stephen A was like, he doesn't deserve a nickname.
He wasn't wrong.
He was right too.
He wasn't. And we have an elite fucking wide receiver just sitting there waiting to catch a ball. And I know this is wrestling, guys. I just have to get this off my chest because I haven't talked any football at all. And
speak on it, Ray.
It's just
make it plain, man.
My heart hurts every time I see a Philadelphia Eagles game. Why do you think that?
I don't know, Ray. Why?
Who is their running back?
I don't know. Who is it? I gave up the NFL. I just wanted to.
Are you serious?
Throw it out there. Daniel Jones is trash. Yeah.
Well, at one time we had. I don't even want to talk about this.
Wait, is it Saquon Barkley? The chat seems to keep
don't
putting
say
out
his
Saquon
name.
Barkley's name.
Don't say his name.
Oh, is it like a Beetlejuice thing?
Can we
get him as a guest here on the next level if I say it a third time?
So listen, Saquon Barkley was a fucking game changer. Like he is. I was like, my God, but they ran shit, fucking play after shit, fucking play for him, no protection, nothing. And I said, this guy, when he went to Philly, I was like, oh my God, he's gonna fucking be a megastar. He's out here fucking doing Target commercials now. God damn it, Target commercials. Target, Jerry.
Couldn't get a commercial, couldn't get an endorsement in the biggest market in the nation, but you can go to Philadelphia and here comes Target.
So jealous. I'm so jealous.
Well, now that Daniel Jones is on Minnesota, he'll get the Target. He'll get the Target ads.
Imagine Daniel Jones goes over there. He's just fucking awesome. He's like fucking Joe Montana.
Don't be silly.
He's like Joe Montana and Steve Young combined because he can run. Fuck him.
Well, he'll make.
Fuck him.
He'll make Kirk Cousins look like that.
We got the fucking Cutlass guy. That's what we got. That's our quarterback. Fucking.
All right, enough of this. What kind of news are we looking at here?
So believe it or not, man. So I always say that every news report in pro wrestling is just basically a rumor. But apparently, according to Bet Online, I know you may have heard of them. Guess who? Bet. I'll give you 2 quick guesses. Guess who the winning the top odds, the number one odds for winning this year's or next year's Royal Rumble is?
Number one, the professor's profile picture.
No, it's not him. You get one more guess. The favorite. It's not The Rock.
But
I'll give you a hint. He's not Samoan.
Is he the man that formerly best in the world?
No. Ladies,
is it Daniel Jones?
Yes. And Saquon Barkley is number 2. No. The very favorite to win the Royal Rumble. You guys ready? Yep. Elizabeth got it.
Oh, what? Fuck. He's not gonna win.
Boobies.
John Cena.
You're not winning, I promise you.
Okay. Book it. Some other news and rumors here, according to multiple sources and news reporters. CM Punk returning to be the 5th member of the OG Bloodline Survivor Series was always the plan, according to multiple sources. But how'd you feel about the old CM Punk, kind of doing the full circle thing? Because for those that don't know, the lore is that CM Punk is the creator of the Shield. He didn't want Roman Reigns to be on the Shield. Did you guys know that? He didn't want Roman Reigns.
Well, it's not that he didn't want Roman Reigns. Well, no, he picked the guys that he knew and wanted, and
Right.
WWE said, "Okay, not this fucking bum. Let's do Roman." And that fucking bum is Chris Hero. So
Right. He didn't want Chris. Yeah. He was trying to give Chris Hero a
right.
spot.
They were like, maybe not just some fat looking, guy that wants to get his shit in all the time and has beady eyes. Maybe this handsome Samoan guy would probably be a better fit. I think
I never saw
that's
the
what
Chris
happened.
Hero. I never saw the whole Chris Hero thing. Like, no disrespect. I'm just saying I never saw what the big deal was. I mean, I did like the run he did with Cesaro with Castagnoli. Was the King of Wrestling's, right? King of
Yeah,
Wrestling.
I didn't watch that, but
I watched.
yeah, Chris Hero is a. You know what? Never mind. Let's just say,
Yeah.
going back to CM Punk and Paul Heyman. Yes, I was there for this
World.
this union, so to speak, because I don't remember if I was there at OVW before Punk came in or if I came back after he had just got there. But I know I was there. I went there, and Jim Cornette was there. When I came back after my hiatus, he had already been replaced with Heyman.
Got it.
But that's where the connection first started. Heyman saw Punk as the guy, but Punk wasn't doing amazing things then. He was kind of like he was like in a feud with the Miz over some chick, Ronnie Jonah. So
Okay.
but somewhat auspicious beginnings for Punk at OVW. That's probably contributed to his bad attitude there.
And for the almost over 40 people watching live right now, just please hit that like button, guys. Just keep pushing that thing out to the algorithm. And for the people watching this for the first time, I just want to let you know that we will be reviewing NXT. That is the main event. We do go through news. We go back in time to this day in professional wrestling, and then we got your morning covered. Just leave it that way. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's a nice long show. We do it every single Wednesday here at 11 a.m. So thank you for joining us. A lot of new people I'm seeing in this little stream here. So thank you for joining us, guys. Now, with that being said,
and also Frank's Pickle
right?
Barrel thinks that this is Friday because he's asking a question, but he says, "Vet, who did you hate putting over more, Chris Hero, Cody, or this HMG chat?" Well, I don't put any of them over. I never have. And I was there for Cody's first day, and I stretched him. So
You stretched Cody.
I'm just kidding. I didn't stretch
Oh,
him.
you stretched Cody. I was like, really?
I schooled him.
You
I didn't
schooled
stretch him.
Schooled the fuck out of Cody Rhodes, son. Word.
Mm-hmm.
What's your
I looked like Giulia, and he looked like Kelani Jordan.
Oh, we'll talk about that.
That was what ended up happening. But
That was
he
a very
he was a very nice young man. Cody is a very nice guy.
It's a very difficult match for me to review because I had to disavow it because Kelani was in it, but then I had to look at Giulia.
Right. Yes.
Look at
Understood.
her.
Well, one thing definitely has to win out.
Right. It was like, so what I did was in my mind, I did the whole Jedi mind trick, and it was like Giulia was just wrestling like a phantom. Nobody was in the ring with her. Anyways, weird. All right, so and there's also some continuing news. Says Punk continues to receive high marks regarding how he's been since his return to WWE. You know, I got to tell you something, man. Say what you want to say about CM Punk. This has been a fucking great run for him, and he's also become, in my opinion, what you would call an attraction in professional wrestling. What am I talking about? I'm putting him like Andre the Giant would just pop up every once in a while and wrestle, you know, here and there. He's not always on TV. We're not getting fucking tired of him, which is good. It's smart. Whenever he's on TV, he doesn't always wrestle. He can just fucking make a crowd pop with his mic skills. I mean, the guy is great at what he does, and this has been a really good. I don't know if he's working us, but it seems, Vet, that CM Punk legitimately is happy. He looks legitimately like he's really enjoying his time. And I love the fact that CM Punk seems, from what I'm hearing, also that he's really giving a lot back to the young kids, especially in NXT. Just a quick thought on that statement.
Well, the first question that you asked was how do I feel about the thing? And my only thing was that I mentioned on another show. My only thing was I can't wait to hear him explain his way out of the fact that he said he didn't have any more cage matches in him and he was going to have to take some time off it, and he's walking right back into not only a Hell in a Cell match, but basically a double Hell in a Cell match as his first match back. So that's kind of like
an extra cage match.
Yeah. How, okay. All right. So I guess you really have no, this is going to kill him now. He's going to die in this ring, which that's another thing that was corny about that whole thing. They're talking about death and dying and like all this stuff, like I'll kill you where you stand or whatever Solo said or some bullshit. But anyway, so that's the only thing, but it was good TV and it was a good move. As far as CM Punk, his run with WWE, or even his, I know there was a lot of controversy around his AEW run, but I mean, this guy had 7 years to think about it. And I'm sure he did a lot of like, introspection during that time, of like, what am I doing? What am I really doing? He goes into UFC and gets touched up twice. And, like he that makes you really look inside. So I think that the CM Punk,
do you think it humbled him? I'm sorry. Do you think that his run in UFC humbled him a bit? I think it has to, because when you get punched in the face,
well, of course. I'm not saying he was never humble before, but he just seemed very like the interactions I had with him were bizarre, just because he seemed moody. Like he's the kind of person that if he's having a bad day, you'll know it. If he's having a good day, you'll know it. That kind of a thing. But I think he's basically a good guy.
Okay, I get what you mean. Yeah,
everybody can be an asshole, like
right.
That's what's happened. But I even just since joining Hameen Media Group,
it's a good.
I mean, when I first started at Hameen Media Group, and he was still retired, I would tell people the way I felt about the old CM Punk, and ever since he's come out of retirement, he's been I've been very proud of his growth as a person. And I know that, again, that sounds funny considering what happened at AEW, but what I saw at AEW was him really trying, and the AEW-ness just broke him a little bit. So when he comes back to WWE, it's just the perfect environment for the return, and you also notice he did not come back until Vince was really, really gone.
Right.
He wanted there to be no chance, and he's
no chance in hell.
Sorry, no chance in hell. Right. Exactly. And he wanted, but if he can mend fences with Triple H, that says a lot about both those guys, about how they're like, man, it's the business now. We're in the position now where we've got to pass on, because guys like the guys that we idolized and learned from, like the Harley Races and the Terry Funks, and those guys are no longer with us. And so CM Punk and Triple H are the guys that are left, and one day they'll be no longer with us, and so on. So they're doing their best to pass it on. I'm doing my best to pass on what I can here. This is my platform to do that. So the things that I've learned, thanks to Rip Rogers, guys like Mike Mondo, all these wonderful people, and including like just brushing up against CM Punk and Cody and those things and all those people that came through those doors, this is the best I can do for giving back. So I kind of see that in them too, if that makes sense.
It makes total sense, my friend. Well, with that being said, let's move on to a little AEW news, just a little bit here. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. I've been seeing Ricky Stark's name being thrown about. Maybe you can help fill me in because I didn't get a chance.
Never heard of him.
But it says he's
CM Punk likes him.
CM Punk has been CM Punk.
CM Punk.
CM Punk.
That's Abyss's new gimmick that he's going to come out of retirement with.
Oh God. Ricky Starks has been pulled from all planned appearances in GCW by AEW, says multiple sources. I'm not crediting these sources anymore. Fuck them. And it's apparently due to comments GCW's Effie made about Tony Khan's father. Do you know what the hell any of this is?
Nope. I mean, kind of. I know.
What's happening.
I know that Ricky Starks made an appearance at GCW. I know that supposedly Effie said something about Tony Khan's dad, and I know that Tony Khan subsequently pulled all AEW talent from GCW shows. I don't know what the comment was.
Right, I got to see that because Bobo says that Starks had an interview with Chris Van Vliet, the great Chris Van Vliet, who I love a lot. That probably didn't help, so now I have to go back and listen to that today while I'm cleaning the house. I'm gonna do that. Interested. Listen, it's inevitable. Ricky Starks he's gone from that company, and he'll be CM Punk's boy. He'll come into WWE. He'll get a run in NXT and go. Or do you think he'll go right to the main roster? What do you think?
There's barely room for Ricky Starks in NXT. But then again, they have Ethan Page, so they'll settle for anything.
That's what he does?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. People are confused as to where the hell Obafemi's been. That's literally.
Oh yeah, I thought after him getting buried on national TV, he was primed for a main roster debut.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, turns out no.
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
And for what it's worth,
was he
Rob,
the guy at the end of Gladiator?
I guess so. And it's, for what it's worth, Rob Van Dam said on his podcast that GCW reached out to him about appearing, but he couldn't do it. They couldn't reach agreement on his financial terms and stuff and services and shit. All right, so I think that might be all we have.
Really?
I think so. If you have anything there, Vet, you can. There's really no.
I no.
Nothing
Please.
Nothing really popping off, son. So I guess this is the portion of the show, ladies and gentlemen, where we jump into our time machine. Yes, we actually have a time machine that this is passed on to us from the Pro Wrestling Reflection podcast, where they go back in time every single week and they talk about old shit that was really cool back in the day. But speaking of back in the day,
thanks, effervescent one.
Yeah, well, thank you, glorious one, and Tommy Wonder too. He is wonderful. I think it's time to go back, way back, to this day in professional wrestling history.
What you gonna do?
Will you stop? Boobies.
Go, you know the thing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going way back to 1940 something. Oh, we're going way back in the time machine. It is November 27th, 1949.
Whoa.
We're going way back, brother. We're going back to when I was a little kid. Anyway, 1949. NWA World Heavyweight Champion Orville Brown surrendered the title to Lou Thez due to injuries sustained in a car accident, ultimately leading to his retirement. Vet, we know for a fact that you are you are the eminent historian when it comes to the great Orville Brown. Your thoughts?
Oh yeah, Orville Brown was one of the pioneers of. I'm sorry, I couldn't possibly. Yeah, I know. Okay, let me put it.
We know Lou Thez, right?
Well, yeah. Let me put it this way.
Press. Sorry.
This may come as a shock to you, but I've watched a lot of wrestling and studied a lot of it too.
Fuck
I know.
Here.
I know.
Fuck out of here.
You think you know somebody. but actually, Orville Brown is a name I recognize.
Yeah, me too.
But God, I can't. Like I couldn't give you the Dave Meltzer obituary on this guy because I just don't know. But I'm sure that I learned about this when I read Luthez's book, however many years ago that was that I read it, and I just simply did not retain the information. So,
I'm just out of curiosity. I'll share the screen here. This is Orville Brown right here, and look at that championship belt. It's right here. That's Orville Brown, ladies and gentlemen. For those listening on audio only,
you didn't like those belts that look like the size of a normal like Texas belt, right?
Like Greek god Papadon's giant.
No, that's no. But you look at Orville Brown's belt there, and that could be just a normal belt. Like with a giant buckle, like it should be really oversized. The championship belt should not be anywhere comparable to the size of like an off the rack JCPenney belt.
Like not for nothing. There was which belt was it? Was it the one that Bruno won from? I was gonna say Rip Rogers. Why am I throwing up? Who did he win the belt from?
Buddy Rogers.
Buddy Rogers. That was kind of a small little belt.
The first WWF belt.
Yeah, it wasn't like a U.S. title, and they just slapped world champion on it, like a plate.
Put a decal on it. I don't know.
They did.
I haven't seen it in a while, but yeah.
This guy has a pretty good dad bod, like a real fit, strong dad bod, right?
Yeah, I mean, you said 1949, steroids hadn't been really invented yet, or certainly not put into, widespread use.
Yeah, so. Well, good for him.
Bro, when you saw that footage of
is that a Star of David on his belt? It is.
Yeah. When we saw that footage of George Hackenschmidt, like that guy was so cut in 1908.
He was
he couldn't have done a steroid back then if he wanted to. They just weren't there.
Very interesting. I love going back in time, by the way. I'm just some interesting shit.
Yeah, if you guys are only listening on audio, you're missing all these great historical belt pictures.
Unbelievable.
A lot of black and white photos and sepia tones.
Vet, we're going to fast forward, Vet, to 1986. Now technology is starting to kick off. The Cold War is kind of, sizzling. You got Ronald Reagan as the president of the United States.
Nothing had happened for 37 years.
Nothing happened for that. And we go back, excuse me, to the NWA when it presented a unique Starrcade title, The Night of the Skywalkers. No, not that one. Not the crazy one that's on Twitter now. The event presented matches on TV that alternated between the Omni in Atlanta, Georgia, and the Greensboro Coliseum in Greensboro, North Carolina, Kakalaki. In the main event went to a double disqualification. The NWA World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair and the NWA United States Champion Nikita Koloff. That's weird. And then they had another main event. Tully Blanchard won the NWA television championship. Let me see. Won the television championship in a first blood match against the American Dream, Death the Road, Daddy. I'm going to ask you this. I'll put you on the spot here. The professor and Tommy wanted to go back and forth on this. When you hear the NWA World Television title, who comes to mind first? Is it Tully's belt? Or is it
when it comes, I would, for some reason, well, Tully does pop in first, but Arn too. So I don't know.
You got to pick one.
Oh, well, okay. If we're not doing like, 1, 2, 3, go, like first reflex, then if I have a chance to think about it, Arn Anderson I associate with the television championship. I mean, he held on 4 occasions, right? So,
Frank asked Ray, who would you rather see naked, Dusty Rhodes or Abdullah the Butcher?
It's all going to look the same, right? You're not really going to see any private parts because the stomachs are going to be hanging down so far. So it's just going to look like the Michelin Man, right?
Probably Dusty.
Different
Probably.
colored Michelin Man.
I want to see the thing that made Cody. Oh, look at that. That's the penis that made Cody Rhodes. Let's go to 1991. WWF Survivor Series took place in the Joe Louis Arena in Detroit, Michigan. The event saw the first ever non-elimination match in Survivor Series history. So remember, Survivor Series was all these 5-on-5 elimination gimmicks.
Yeah, the good old days, and it was on Thursdays.
It was on Thanksgiving. There was nothing. I'm sorry. There's nothing better than eating a fucking meal with your family and then watching wrestling. Why don't they fucking do that anymore?
So it's staring at 10 guys' backs. That was a Thanksgiving tradition.
I don't know why they don't do that anymore. They should just go back to it. It makes no sense. Pretty much everybody's off. Anywho, the match saw the WWF champion Hulk Hogan lose the title to The Undertaker after interference from Ric Flair. This is the one where he hits the tombstone pile driver on the chair and Hulk Hogan's head was like 8 feet off the ground. You remember that?
Yes.
8 inches. Like
Yeah.
Professor.
Yeah. Only 8?
Circumference. So yeah, I remember that. That was terrible.
And Hulk Hogan was like, "He hurt me, brother."
Oh God. So Hogan, yeah, that was the first time Hogan lost his belt, man, to The Undertaker. Let's go to 1999. Oh, Vet's gonna love this one. Hiro Matsuda. You know who that is, right?
Hey, yeah. Well, he broke Hulk Hogan's leg. He did way worse than The Undertaker did.
Sure fucking did, brother. Unfortunately, Hiro Matsuda, died of colon cancer at the tender age of only 62. Matsuda is most famous to the Western wrestling fans as a trainer, a number of hugely prominent wrestlers, including Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, and he just became DLC on WWE 2K25, 2K24, the Great Muta, which I've already played with him. I started the career with him. And Lex Luger, Ron Simmons, and Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff, the greatest pile driver of all time. I don't care what you say. So
I say nothing.
Let's go to 2005, Vet. And we have WWE presented, guess what? The Survivor Series. At the Joe Louis Arena in Detroit, Michigan, the main event saw Randy Orton become the sole survivor for the third consecutive year. In that match, Orton was part of Team SmackDown alongside Batista, Rey Mysterio, John Bradshaw, Layfield, and Bobby Lashley. They defeated Shawn Michaels, Kane, The Big Show, Carlito, and Chris Masters, representing Raw. Yeah, okay. Let's go to 2018, Vet, because nothing happened.
Yeah, why not? It's a good year to go.
Hey, Asuka, you may have heard of her. She won a battle royal on SmackDown to qualify for the main event TLC match at the upcoming Tables, Ladders, and Chairs pay-per-view alongside Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, a match she would go on to win.
Damn right.
Damn right. She's Asuka.
The best ever.
And that's it,
She's about to come back, man.
That's it, Vet.
Wait till Asuka comes back. She's going to win one of these women's United States Intercontinental Western States Heritage Women's Championships.
So many belts in the WWE now. Notable deaths, as we mentioned, Hiro Matsuda, and we have some notable birthdays. I don't know who the hell the Gran Hamada. You know who that is?
Yes,
Hamada. Hey, Playboy Buddy Rose, 218 pounds. Was it 205 pounds?
Whatever it was a working weight. Let's put it that way.
Slim, trim, 218 pounds or something like that.
Playboy Buddy Rose was so good.
Professor,
man, that guy was good.
How much did he says with, even know what I'm talking about. Professor, how much did Buddy Rose always say he weighed? And if you could put that in the chat, that'd be amazing. What were you saying about Buddy Rose? He was a great worker.
So good.
So
outrageously good.
Really, really fucking good. It's so funny how those guys always did the gimmick where they were the beautiful, the beautiful looking guys. They would do that. He's like balding a little bit on time. Anyway, Evan Courageous was born in 1973. You may have heard of him. TNA great. And I don't know who this is. Leah Tapa? Fuck is that? Oh,
isn't that what's her name?
What the fuck? Yeah, she went Tapa. Wasn't she? Is she from Tonga?
Was it Lady Tapa?
Lady
Or is
Tapa?
this a different woman?
No, it's Lady Tapa. She was the barbarian. She was trained by barbarian and shit, right? I think her uncle. She's that's her uncle or something.
Something.
Lady Tapa. So that's about it. Professor, 217 pounds. I was off by 1 fucking pound. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this has been this day in professional wrestling history, which is really fun. And ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. Again, this day in professional wrestling history. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. We're switching it up, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for NXT November 26th, 2024. And it is time to kick it off. Yeah. I like it.
Tell me you did not just say that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is.
Oh, yeah, man.
It is NXT.
It's
November It is the go home show, Vet, for Deadline, which will happen this weekend, depending on when you're watching this or when you listen to this audio podcast. And Vet, my goodness, we are almost 50 deep here in the chat. Thank you guys for joining us. I don't know what the hell happened. Maybe people like us. We like you. We love you. So that's it, Vet. I'm trying to see if I still have this. I guess I don't. I have this.
Whoa, baby.
Anyway, it's time for NXT. Time to review NXT, Vet.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And
we will
tried
do
to-
what we can.
I've tried to help, tried to prolong this, but it was I enjoyed the show. Maybe I'm wrong. You're gonna tell me I'm wrong, so let's do it.
We'll take it piece by piece.
Okay.
First piece is the catch-up. We have to start with the catch-up. We have to see what happened to Chase U last week. It was Andre Chase fumbled the ball. Ridge Holland. Andre Chase had all the cheating in the world, still couldn't take down this one clumsy, inept man. And that is basically an indictment of the entire gimmick, I suppose. But we're going to start out with, I assume, the official acknowledgement of the dissolution of Chase University. And so we hit the Chase U music, and Ridge breaks through the paper. Yeah.
Loved it.
Boo. He comes out and he says, I told you so. And Trick, I'm coming for you. And that's it.
Best promo.
Nice of him to put on pants for this.
Nice.
I appreciate it.
Hey. Best promo of the night.
That is probably accurate. I'll have to go through and double check and cross-reference with each upcoming promo. But for now, it is definitely top 1 promos of tonight.
All right. We'll rank them.
But our first match is All Ego Ethan Page versus Axiom in a qualifying match for the Iron Survivor Challenge at Deadline. They had a match. What'd you think?
So, hey, the match went 3 fucking segments long. So, but I didn't find myself to be bored at any point during this match. Axiom is a smaller guy, but he's not so small that it was not believable that he would give Ethan Page a fucking pain in the ass, which he absolutely did. I thought the two guys
He's in excellent shape.
Oh my God, yes. I thought the two guys worked really well together, and I really enjoyed the match. I thought the finish of the match was well done. I thought these guys really communicated well in the ring. This was a solid fucking match, and obviously the right guy goes over. But it's what happened after the match that kind of we'll talk about, I guess, more in depth.
So Axiom goes for a golden ratio kick, and Ethan clotheslines him out of it, beats him with that. It's not even his finish, but he beats him with it. I like seeing stuff like that. Yeah, I like seeing stuff like that. It needs to happen a little bit more. And then this turns into a hit everyone's music segment. And as I was making my notes, I'm like, I'm not writing all these guys' fucking names down. If you guys care, go pull up, the
Wesley, Javon Evans, fucking in the mud, out the mud, everybody came.
Yeah, pull out the thing that Ray pulled out.
But you're missing something. Or maybe you haven't said it yet, where he kind of, what's his name? Nathan Frazier gets into the ring. Kind of throws his partner under the bus.
Well, he does that every week, so I didn't really think it was noteworthy. They always are like they're always saying something that makes the other one go, hey.
Yeah.
Like it's really, really very, very corny. And
I'm sorry, amigo.
Yeah.
My bad, amigo.
Right.
Sorry. You gotta be there.
Yeah, they're just like that proverbial married couple that everybody that sees them is like, how have you guys stayed together? But then if you think about it, you're like, well, how could you ever break up? Because
it just works.
Yeah, you guys are if you haven't done it by now, why bother?
Can I just say I don't want to see these guys break up. I really don't.
They should go on to become the greatest tag team. Well, they're bigger than Motor City Machine Guns, so they could easily overpower them and take the titles from them, and they could have the greatest tag team title reign ever. So let's.
I know you're being a little facetious, but I really like these guys as a tag team.
Well, I might be being a little facetious, but then again, it's only a little because the state of the tag team division is such that it's as good an option as any right now. Like if you were to just, shotgun this whole idea I just said, who could care? Who could complain? It's no better. It's no worse than anything we're getting on Raw or SmackDown.
Fair enough.
So, but anyway, yeah. So after they hit everyone's music, it turns into a schmoz.
Wesley was there. Yeah, just like all the tag teams. Like I like the out the mud comes in. He's like one of the. I said he's like it's more than one guy, but one of the out the mud guys comes in. He's like, "What you doing over here, getting all that singles gold? You're supposed to be putting up your tag team title." Like he's offended by the fact that these guys wanted to, I don't know, have individual accomplishments, and that offended him. So he decided to hit the ring, and everybody just started beat the shit out of each other, and this would proceed throughout the night. So. Interesting.
Mike Martin says Ethan, LJ, and Paige. Is that like a reference to how some of those big rubber figures just had no definition? Like, is that
he what you does mean? Have an iron chic LJN body right now. If you know what I'm talking about, if you know, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. So next is a little ladies' locker room segment. Unfortunately, nobody's getting dressed or anything, but they're in there hanging out, chit chatting, different people. The only important thing to ask here is, did everyone look at Stephanie? This was your opportunity to look at her. Did you look at her?
Bro, let me just say this real quick, man.
Please.
Is there
take your time.
There's times that I say to myself, is there any way this woman could be more attractive to me? Right? Because I think she's possibly, for me.
We call those days weekends and weekdays.
For me, she's one of the most attractive women, period. I mean, my wife
or exclamation point.
My wife is number one.
Or 29 exclamation point.
But but I mean, when she started speaking Spanish, bro, I'm like,
do something to you?
A little bit. And it was very difficult because I was watching this in the public, I'm on the train, heading home. It's very difficult. My next stop was coming. It was very difficult. I had to think of my grandmother playing baseball.
Your next stop was coming, Ray. You are coming.
Oh God. She is.
What about Lola's Spanglish? Did you like that?
Bro, Lola's another one, bro. This is too much. It's too much visual stimulation for me, folks. I'm sorry. I'm a married man. I love my wife, but we also
we're just window shopping. We're just window shopping.
We appreciate beautiful sunsets and the Grand Canyon. I mean,
sure. Works of art are works of art no matter what canvas they're on.
All I can say is that this young lady is what you would see the sunset over the Grand Canyon. All right, I'm done.
Well, anyway, that was that, but it ends with Ren and Lola. Somehow their little discussion ends up that Ren gets put in a match with Lola.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
It was real fast.
She doesn't know what happened. Poor thing.
No idea what happened.
I love Ren Sinclair. She's so good. She's so good.
Ren. Then Nikita Lyons is trying to holla at Ashanti the Adonis. And of course, you know what that means. This is the NXT kitchen, by the way. I'm pretty sure off to the side. And then Karate Carmen's going to come in. And she's going to be like, really, Ashanti the Adonis? Really?
Well, he lied to her. He's like, I didn't text her. But then he's talking to her. He's like, yeah, I did text you, but, it was like my penis picture. So it didn't mean nothing.
That could have been anybody's penis.
Anybody.
I just sent her a random internet penis. That wasn't my penis.
Yeah, Professor's penis. The 8-inch.
Yeah. That's who you would send if you really wanted to, But anyway, so that was that same old thing. Now, contrast that with what I posted on my Instagram story, which then Ray, you also proceeded to post on your Instagram story of Karate Carmen from Bloodsport this past weekend, just absolutely kicking the shit out of Sumi Sakai in that match or whatever. And it's like, that's what we could be getting.
Funny,
Instead, we're getting this.
When you sent it to me, I'm like, who is this badass chick? I watched it again.
Who is this karate using woman?
That fucking finish where she jumps and kicks it behind the head. Holy shit. Why is that not her thing? What's her finish in this? A roll up in NXT?
If she ever wins.
What's that stupid spinning that
Did she ever win?
She's won, I guess.
She won one, maybe.
You ever get a
on Level Up?
Vet, I know you're a wrestler. You know what I'm talking about. You ever get a pinched nerve and your arm just keeps going numb because you're sitting a certain way?
A little bit.
Oh, the shit.
Are your fingers tingling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's a neck thing.
Just stretch. You just have, all you can do is stretch.
All right, I'm gonna stretch while you talk.
All right. Well, Ren Sinclair makes her rentrance.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bet. I'm sorry. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. To face Lola Vice, and they have a match. Would you care to comment on the match?
I'm sorry, a fucking pterodactyl just flew by my window. It scared the shit out of me.
Oh shit.
Wasn't
that'll provide a good Thanksgiving side dish.
It's a crow, actually. See, we had crows over here. Now he's looking at me. I'm sorry, what was the question?
Oh, I said, what'd you think of the match between Ren and Lola?
It's fucking Ren and Lola. Two of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Again, loved Ren Sinclair. Lola Vice, excellent. I thought the girls worked well together. Ren Sinclair, anytime she's in the ring, I love her character, the way she sells everything she does. She's not perfect. She's still a little green, and so is Lola Vice, to be honest with you. But I love the way the finish happened too. The spinning back fist out of nowhere. It looked very high impact. I thought, again, this is back to back. I enjoy both matches.
Okay. I'm going to pitch something to you guys. Tell me what you think. Maybe this will get a rim shot. Maybe it'll actually be over.
Is it a tent? Oh,
hey, it's actually, a name for her finisher.
The hand job.
Ready? Wait. Here it is. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
The baby got back fist.
I'm serious. I'm not going to sit back and take this fucking shit.
No. Okay. Well, then we'll just go with Vic calling it the spinning back fist or whatever.
Well, why not the hand job?
That's inappropriate.
How about the fister? Remember that He-Man figure, Manfisto?
No, it was just Fisto. But they knew what they were doing.
Oh, they knew what they were doing.
What about Jitsu? Remember him? The karate equivalent?
The racist one with the big hands? What about...
he had one giant golden hand, just like Fisto had one giant silver fist.
What is it with the one giant limb? What about, remember Clawful?
Clawful, yeah.
Huh.
He had the big claw and a small claw.
Yeah. What's up with that?
Remember what was it? Terror Claw Skeletor? Didn't he just have like one big claw?
Absolutely. I had that. I had that guy. I also had the battle armor, He-Man and Skeletor. When you hit their
yeah. You poke the chest and it flips to a damaged. Poke it again, it flips to 2 damaged.
The good times, ladies and gentlemen.
I'd rather we were talking about this. I mean, it's only a little less childish than what we're talking about with NXT, but We just want you to know that Tony D'Angelo's knee is okay.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
And that Big Jack Perry is a huge fan of Shawn Spears and his manipulation. He thinks all that's really cool and it worked.
You did such a good job of setting everything up. You're such a genius. That's actually how he sounded.
Well, if he's so smart, why didn't he save him from getting kidnapped by Daniel Garcia on Dynamite?
If Shawn Spears is so smart, how come he hasn't solved the Big Jack Perry's hair problem? You know, the losing the hair gimmick. Looking like fucking jacked up Gallagher. Yeah, with the busting open watermelons. You guys don't know who Gallagher
Y'all want to
is.
smash some fruit?
Yeah. You guys don't know who Gallagher is, right? Am I like
Everybody in here knows who Gallagher is, dude. Our demo skews way old. Anyway,
all right, good.
Yeah, so but not too old to be a fan of Dark Paxley. Sledge-o-matic, Bruce.
I love you, Bruce. So Dark Paxley, yes.
Dark Paxley is playing with her dolls again.
I like her playing with dolls.
And then she's the victim of some fatal bullying.
I didn't like that, man. That hurt my heart.
Yeah.
But what happened there? She was
so
your past will come to haunt you.
Right, and then she leaves, and then a mysterious hand reaches into the frame and picks up one of the dolls.
So whose hand was that, Bet?
I don't know, because the fucking cameraman didn't just pan slightly to the left so you could see who the arm was attached to. He just sat there statically shooting.
I'm going to break it right now. Charlotte Flair. Whoa. Imagine it's Mandy. Oh, wait.
Oh, Mandy, you came and you found me a turkey.
Imagine it's fucking Mandy Rose. I mean, I doubt it's going to happen, but that would be such a cool thing.
They definitely wouldn't have just been filming her hand if that was Mandy Rose.
No way.
All right, it's time for the
Vader
North American Championship match, Part 1. Shawn Spears versus Tony D'Angelo. During this match, the tag teams have all started brawling in the parking lot because it is the safest place to be unsafe. The NXT parking lot is. Anyway, Tony wins with a spinebuster, surprising 0 people.
Can I just tell you how disappointed I was? Part of me really wanted. I mean, I literally put up this. I'll show you real quick, guys. Again, I made this little thumbnail because I really thought Shawn Spears might win the title. I was hoping at least. But the face.
That's him. That's a picture of him in real time right now, just staring off into space, wishing.
I was gonna say, you see the look on his face? That's the look I had when he got pinned clean with a guy with a bum knee.
That's the look I had when Stephanie was on the screen.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So the spinebuster win, but then the Spears crew gets the heat back.
Mm-hmm.
They cash in their heat back, and then they actually have a mystery person. And Vic Joseph's like, "Who is that?" And then he tells us who it is. So he answers his own question. Apparently, this guy's name is Nico, yeah. Cousin.
Hey, how you
Any
doing?
Grand Theft Auto 4 fans in the house?
Shouldn't he be with the Tony D'Angelo family, like a what do you call it, a foot soldier? Wait, that's Ninja Turtles. Just a soldier.
Foot Clan. He's the Foot Clan. What? Well, doesn't this though now mean that Big Jack Perry's going to have to shave into a mohawk? Because he's the only one that doesn't fit in this group now. This is a mohawk group.
He should just go the John Moxley route, brother, or the vet route, or the Ray route.
Mm-hmm. Fireman Fred. All right. Kelani warms up, and Giulia is walking menacingly, and that right there tells the entire story of the difference between these two. She's looking in the mirror, looking like, I may not come back from this.
Yeah.
But for Giulia, it was Tuesday.
It was just a Tuesday. That fucking face thing that she wears, what is that? That is so cool looking.
I don't know. It's a face thing. That's
just dope.
She made it up.
She
made it up.
That was cool looking, man. Julia's just she's too. Yeah. Can I just say, like, there's certain people.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
There's certain people that come to NXT, and it's just, you could tell they're just too big for NXT right off the bat. And Giulia and she's just one of them. She's just too big for NXT. So I'm just throwing it out there, brother. And if I can't,
Well,
those two are just too big.
whew boy. All right. The brawl continues, by the way, just in
Yes.
case anybody was wondering.
Tag teams are still fighting, folks.
Is this the one where they put a guy through the windshield?
Maybe. I mean, there was so much pendulum.
Okay.
So quite a bit of pendulum.
All right. So anyway, we see Andre Chase next cleaning out his
I can't.
his campus.
I can't.
Like we got an aerial shot. Is this whole facility getting shut down, or did he just have like one classroom at this university?
I think he had the one class. I think like his
Okay,
office.
well, he's cleaning that out then. And this is brought to us by Progressive Insurance, complete with sad piano
and karate fighters.
and Milton Bradley's Karate Fighters. And then as Chase is sadly doing the sad walk with his box full of stuff packed up and everything, you hear a voice say, "Hey, Mr. Chase." And again, the cameraman will just not turn the damn camera to see. That's where he says, "Oh, somebody called out from off screen. I better stop filming." Cut. That's a cut.
It gets me so angry. It really does.
We were that close to knowing.
It's like nobody knew. It's like
Somebody say Andre Chase. No, no one said that.
But someone did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who was it? Or chat, who do you think? I'm serious. Who do you think was that person? Don't put penis. Who do you think that person was that called out Andre Chase? Who's going to save? Because they have to save the university now, right? They can't just get rid of it. I mean, the university's been around for almost 200 years. I don't know.
Mike Hart says Rikishi. I
Gigi
did it
Dolan?
for Andre
Not Gigi.
Chase.
Gigi Dolan doesn't sound like this. Just
Neither did that guy. Actually, her voice and the other guy had a similar pitch.
Zack Ryder. That's him. That's it. Huzzah!
Woo woo woo.
Do any of your family members say stuff like that? Huzzah!
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I don't live 2 centuries ago or whatever.
I just tell you that I was talking to one of the residents of my building, and she's from a very well-to-do family and stuff like that. And I forgot what we were talking about, but her response to my exuberance was, she said "Huzzah," and I was like, "What?" And I looked it up. I never heard anybody actually say that before. I've seen it like on.
Yeah, it's in movies and stuff. Well, people because of the rise of cosplaying and Renaissance fairs and shit like that, people will say that now.
Oh yeah.
Remember Role Models, the movie with
of course,
Paul Rudd and yeah.
Absolutely.
So anyway,
I'm saying that moving forward.
yeah, huzzah. Go ahead and take it. It's free for the taking. It's
mine.
public domain now. Huzzah is public domain. Anyone can use it without getting sued.
So it's Mickey Mouse.
Steamboat Willie.
Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse.
Let's be clear. Mickey Mouse is up for review in a few more years.
Cool.
Kelani Jordan, though, versus Giulia for a qualifying spot in the Iron Survivor Women's Challenge.
Uh-oh.
And yeah, see, Bobo, yeah, Ren Fair Nerds, yeah.
Ha! Mike Martin. I think he's right. It's scripts.
Scripts. Do you hear the chopper?
I do hear the chopper
outside.
You have the chopper? You have the chopper out there. I got some fucking
Billy.
guy. I have some guy. I think there's a boat coming up on, even though there's no water near me. So he's like, you don't hear that?
I too much chopper.
Too much chopper.
Yes. I can't hear anything down there.
It's a very good Arnold.
If this was your first time seeing Kelani Jordan in the ring,
yeah,
you would probably just think that she half-ass gets it.
Well, you read my mind, because it's Giulia. Giulia made this match a solid one. What is going on out there? You don't hear that?
I can't hear it, but
hold on.
You want me to turn up my
Shut up!
Turn up my cans? Okay.
There you go.
I heard that. Heard you screaming.
Fuck, I had to open a window. I don't like doing that here in New York. You don't know who could fly in like a pterodactyl.
So back to Giulia.
Oh, yeah.
Continue putting her over.
Oh, no. So just Giulia. I was watching this match. I was like, because, you guys know I disavow any match that Kelani Jordan is in. I don't watch him. But Giulia, I was like, my God, I have to watch Giulia. I was like, my goodness. Giulia is really walking this girl through some shit. Now, I will say, Kelani Jordan, a little stiffsky at times.
Well, yeah.
A little stiffsky.
That's why I said half-ass gets it.
Right. A little stiffsky. A little. She was going a little too fast. And tell me if I'm wrong with certain things, certain transitions, certain moves she was doing. And when I say stiff, is that she's not taking her time with these moves. But you can speak to that better than I will. And she's rushing through shit, and it's really, really frustrating to watch because Giulia is so good. God damn it. I'm going to go down vet and beat the shit out of this fucking person.
Just don't sell it. Don't sell it. Terry Runnels would tell you, don't sell it. Continue. Don't lose your thought. You're on a roll.
Well, that's it. I mean, more or less that,
okay.
Giulia walked Kelani Jordan through a solid match. And again, every match I've seen so far was either I really liked it or it was good. This was a good match. Kelani Jordan is officially the shits, ladies and gentlemen. As pretty as she is, as much as you like her, she is a black hole of charisma. She's just really pretty. Is she an athlete? Absolutely. Is she an elite athlete? 100%. Is she a good pro wrestler? No. But
but if she's ever going to be, it's going to take a lot more of these.
She's
and that's the only thing.
You're going to need to work with people like Giulia and Vaquera and
bro, the thing about Giulia, you have to remember, like, Giulia's really good and Stephanie's really good, but they're not exactly like 15, 20-year veterans either. They're just ahead of the natural curve because they have an aptitude for it.
Well, that's also for what's her name? Chase U, the little girl, the young lady. What's her name? Thea Hale, who absolutely gets it.
It's all about aptitude.
Yeah, man.
You could be the biggest, you could love wrestling, you could love it to death, and you just somehow it just doesn't work for you. Other people could, like, they don't give a shit about wrestling and they're just unnatural. You know, like a Kurt Angle, right? Like Kurt Angle grew up his whole life not giving a fuck about pro wrestling, but he just took to it because he's Kurt Angle. So you're not going to get many Kurt Angles. And I'm not saying that like Giulia's Kurt Angle or not. I'm just saying that it's all about aptitude when it comes to what we're seeing, like in those ropes. And Kelani Jordan is trying to remember the stuff that she thought about before the match. So that's where the stiff ski comes in because she's trying to remember.
Right. And
Giulia is whatever she's trying to remember.
Got kicked right in the face. I don't know if you've seen that.
she's used to that. She was in Stardom, so a lot of face kicking. But Giulia's reacting to what Kelani's doing. And that's all Kelani really has to do. Someone, when it comes to people that are awkward like Kelani, or just maybe a little bit slower on the transition, what you have to ingrain into them is pretend it's really happening.
Right.
Just don't do the phony version like we would do on the playground when we're joking around with our friends. Do the realistic version of like, okay, pretend that she is hurting, pretend this is real, pretend I'm trying to do this move and maybe I'm struggling to do it. You know, those kind of things.
One of the most underrated people that came from a real fight world or I think Ken Shamrock. I think he also just acclimated to professional wrestling very, very well. Guys like that.
But again, he started in pro wrestling, which you always have to remind people that he started, then went to shoot fighting, then went back.
But one of the ladies on this roster, and Vet's going to disagree with me, I think, that maybe didn't seem to have the aptitude, but I think she developed an aptitude and she works her size and everything like that. And she also has good character. And you guys know she's been a favorite of mine for quite some time, is Lash Legend. I think
Lash Legend was bad at first.
Terrible. Remember?
And you did a complete 180 on her. And I mean, so should we all, because
Look at
she
her.
whatever. Yeah, look at her. Whatever the
Right.
whatever the deficiencies were, she worked on them.
Oh, she's really good. Like, I'm not really good. She's solid now, and she's gonna get better because it seems like she has, even if she didn't have the aptitude, she's developed the aptitude. Is it possible? I mean, you can. There are people that are born with it, like a Kurt Angle, but there are people that also can develop into something great over time.
Well, aptitude just measures the speed at which you will become fluent.
I shouldn't say aptitude. What am I saying? What am I trying to bring? What am I trying to get across? Not the aptitude, but anyway, she has all the physical capabilities. Is she willing to learn? Is she willing to learn? Some people are just born with it. Some people have all the tools. Like Kelani Jordan has all the tools. It's just there's something missing. There's something missing there. Oh, I guess we'll see. Know.
But Giulia made her look presentable here, which is that's something I didn't even know that Giulia was capable of. Yeah. I just like Giulia as a superstar look, and she could go in the ring, but she really showed a lot of like leadership, and she got her shit with that. When she threw that forearm, bro, that's how you throw a forearm. Everybody that's throwing forearms, do it like that. Do it like Giulia.
Teddy Hart, that's a good one. Teddy Hart, but he was a piece of shit. So
yeah, Teddy Hart had all the natural ability in the world, but his brain is. I'm not taking a shot at him. His brain just doesn't. It's not normal. It's like someone at the factory put it together wrong. That's
backwards. All. Like the left on the right.
It's the wires are crossed and there's a piece missing, and
it's a damn shame. Anyway,
but yeah, so anyway, your all of your assignment was to look at Giulia. Hopefully you did. You know who did? Dark Roxanne. She was looking at her, looking on from the back. Pause. No, don't pause.
No.
So anyway, yeah, the only other thing I note I had on this was the thing that Kelani Jordan no-sold and reversed into a pin. That should be Giulia's finisher, not the snowplow. The snowplow is but whatever that weird like abdominal stretch, something or other, flip around, weird, flip around Michinoku driver deal. That should be her finish, and Kelani just no-sold it and rolled her up out of it.
Oh, bro, thank you for. What the fuck was that?
I don't know, but that is on everybody else too for letting it happen. It's not just Kalani. So
that's
even if the agent
bullshit.
Suggested that, everybody should have shut it down. But
that is some AEW bullshit right there. That's some grade A fucking indie wrestling MLW bullshit. She got hit with some fucking. That was a devastating move, a devastating maneuver, and she literally just rolled and kicked out and fucking rolled up the other girl and rolled up Giulia. I was like, what is this?
That's almost that's just as bad as the old superplex into a pin. Like anyway, well, Giulia wins, snowplow.
Thank God, because I was fearing that they were going to give the match the fucking old black hole here.
Yeah, they knew what they're doing so far with Giulia and Stephanie. So let's just assume they all know what's going on. What's up? So here's the person that knows what's up. Ava meets with the half of the roster that's not outside fighting currently. And she's basically informing Frazium that they may have to pull double duty because they're going to have to defend the tag team championship and the
Battle Royal.
There's Nathan qualified. Axiom didn't, but he's in the last chance qualifier.
Right.
So he might still be there. That's what started another argument almost, because Nathan's like, well, you didn't qualify yet. You still have a chance.
It's okay, amigo. You still have a chance, amigo.
Right. Do people do Spaniards from Spain use the phrase amigo a lot?
I think so.
I don't know. Maybe same word, right?
I didn't know too many people from Spain growing up.
Oddly enough. But yeah, and then Eddie is like still not happy that he has to be in a qualifier when the only reason he didn't win his match is because of a bunch of outside interference, and he's just not letting it go. And Ava tries to walk away, and he grabs her, and he's like, hey, and then she's like, don't touch me.
I like this.
That was actually good. For the people that say Ava doesn't do a good promo, that was good.
Bro.
But then the door touched Ava in the face.
Right in the face. She took a hard bump.
You would think that the door would have splintered in a million pieces because that's what beavers do, but it didn't. It knocked her down.
So that's terrible what you just said, but
come on,
I'm gonna no sell it. But but for those that didn't watch NXT, this is the first time we actually see somebody put hands on her. And but just to describe, you know, when you get into an argument with your girlfriend or your wife and she tries to fucking slam the door in your face and you grab her arm and shit, and she's like, "Don't you fucking touch me, you small dick motherfucker." You know, that she'll say something really hurt you. No, you and your fucking wrinkly balls or some shit. That's what Ava did. And somehow when she was pulling away, the door it just slammed right in her fucking grill. And this was a very intense moment because who gets involved here after that?
Yeah, so Shawn Michaels, well, didn't they go to break and then they came back and they were checking on her? It was like the trainer and Shawn Michaels were checking on her, and Eddie Thorpe tried to come back in or around there. He was around there, and then Shawn Michaels went out there and he grabbed Eddie Thorpe and jacked him up against the rolling door.
Yup. He's like,
and if you ever disrespect the daughter of my longtime best friend Dwayne Johnson, so help me God, I will super kick you into a coma.
And Eddie Thorpe looked at Shawn Michaels right in his soul with some like you could read his mind, like, you motherfuckers stole my championship match and my land. Come on. That shit. For once ever, I liked this thing between Shawn because Shawn was really serious. Yeah. But I loved how Eddie did not overact. Nope. He just looked at him like, I'm a fucking
if you weren't my boss.
If you were a tree and I had a belt.
Wait, no, that was the other guy. But
come on, man. You guys have to watch this, man. You know what we're talking about.
Yeah, we cannot catch you up on months and years of inside jokes and running gags. That's why once you're on the next level train, you don't get off.
No, you don't.
There are no stops. You gotta roll with us.
I wonder how
to get all these references. But
DJ Lingo, did you like this? Because DJ Lingo is possibly the #1 Eddie Thorpe hater.
He might like it in the fact that Eddie Thorpe was nowhere around any music equipment or any sort of like turntables or anything. So he can just judge him as a human.
Was he always a baby face on the indies, Eddie Thorpe? Because Todd Brownlee's wondering to me.
Pretty much. Right. He's just he was one of the original prospects of the New Japan LA dojo when Shibata took over and started training guys after he retired, and he's one of the original class. So all he's done is like babyface stuff in New Japan a little bit and this.
Okay. I mean, this interesting to say the least.
All right, let's see where this goes. So Trick is in the ring. I mean, he makes his whole entrance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. And then he says he's sad about Chase U. He's mad about Ridge Holland.
Yeah, he's very angry.
And then Ridge comes out and he still has his pants on.
Yeah.
And then who shows up? Now I had no idea about this, but
I popped
a random Eric Bischoff on the screen.
For those that didn't watch it, Eric Bischoff pops up. Come on, Vet. Like, not for nothing. You didn't wait, what? What is this? What is happening? Do you remember the Joe Schmo show? What's going on here? No?
Yeah, something happened. But, yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah. It happened. Weird.
Here we go.
Just hit it.
Weird.
All right, you know who else is weird?
Who?
Dark Paxley.
Oh.
She plays with dolls.
Wait, what did Eric Bischoff say?
Oh, he said something about I'll be there next week.
Okay.
He didn't even say what he would be there next week for. He just said, I'll be there next week. If you guys have a problem, I'm going to be there next week.
If you got a problem, yo, I'll solve it.
Check out the hook while DJ Lingo revolves it.
That's right. All right.
My song goes ding, 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 da, da, ding, ding. All right. So Dark Paxum walks, Fatal Attraction walks, and then we have a no quarter catch crew meeting where Ren finds out she is indeed in the last chance qualifier, and so she's got to make and also Miles and Tavion are done getting beaten the shit out of in the parking lot, so they're back selling. So Ren's got she's got one more chance to make the crew proud.
I hope she does. I like her.
Oh, also randomly next week, X-Pac will be there.
What is going on?
Oh no, just a tweet from X-Pac letting us know, hey, I want to be there. He's there, X-Pac.
All right. Interesting.
It's funny. Mike puts that up right as I'm saying it. It's almost like I was getting to that because I go through the entire show in order.
So X-Pac, was it? He'd be there for NWO reunion, whatever. Okay.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels. You remember when Shawn Michaels in the NWO?
Don't you touch her.
And Booker T. He'll be in that reunion too.
He's like, don't remind me about that.
Yep. And Paul White will come back for just one quick.
Oh, Paul White.
All right, your main event. And as I'm getting to this, I'm realizing I forgot to watch this. What? So yes, I literally my lunch break ended at work and I hadn't finished yet because I had to I couldn't watch the Giulia match in 2x speed. I had to watch that in normal time. So I'm a little behind, but your main event is Dark Paxley versus Dark Fallon Henley for the Dark North American Championship. And I have no idea. So for all I know, and I've avoided spoilers, for all I know, Dark Paxley could be the new North American Women's Champion. Ray, take it away.
Sorry, she wasn't.
Oh, shit.
Again, another solid match between the two girls. Solid match between the two girls. No, Fallon Henley, she wins by pinfall. She hits her with the old psycho trap. And it wasn't what happened during this match that was important. It's actually what happened after the match, because the girls come into the ring and they all start beating the living shit out of our beautiful little dark lovely here in Tatum Paxley, and out to make the save. So the music hits, right? Gigi Dolan's name flashes on the screen and the crowd goes mild.
Nobody popped for Gigi Dolan?
This is what you heard. I'm gonna try to do this as aesthetically as possible. Hold on, I gotta set this up. You heard oh, hey. Oh, Gigi. Hold on. Woohoo! Nobody gave a fuck. Was it just me? Those that watched, right? Elizabeth says it.
I wish I could comment.
Don't worry about it, brother. I'll comment for the both of us. The match was okay. It shouldn't have been a main event. I think they wanted to make it a big deal that Gigi Dolan was coming back.
Also, it's a women's promotion. You got to put them on last,
Bro, nobody gave a shit. She came out dressed up like fucking, I don't know, mid-2000s Jeff Hardy with some Jenko jeans and shit. It's just...
Yeah, that's not what you wear if you're Gigi Dolan. Hey, so let me ask you this. How did the crowd respond to babyface Dark Paxley? Like, are they kind of into it?
Oh, no, she was over. She was over.
Okay.
She was over.
Todd asks if he's the only one who thinks that Paxley is a low-key hottie. No, you're not. Don't be ridiculous.
She's not a low-key hottie. She's a hottie.
We are all eye users here, Todd.
Yeah, brother. But yeah, man, it was just a very lackluster finish to a really, really fucking solid show, unfortunately. In my humble opinion. She didn't get the reaction, and I think we've been saying this for quite some time now, but she's not it. She's lost whatever it was. I at the minute that she started, hear me out, don't get offended, folks. The minute that she started gaining a little weight, covering up her backside a little bit, like, just people stopped giving a shit.
Did they ever?
I think they did. I think people did give a shit for some time, but now she's just there. And I think I'm going to say this. I'm going to go on record and saying this right now. I actually believe that this is going to be Gigi Dolan's last push. Hear me out. I think this is the last push. This is the last opportunity for them to try to get this girl over somehow, or for her to get herself over. She can't. Also her work rate. I hate using that word. Also, her
God. You know what? Time yourself out.
I'm sorry. Also, her work in the ring over the course of the time that she was there, the last run was subpar. It slowed down. She became worse. Was it a physical thing?
Worse than the Indies, huh?
Was it?
Remember, this is the woman that put a tampon in somebody's mouth on the.
Can we just let that go, Vet?
I don't know. There's a lot of people that never let things go, so why should I be the first one to start? I don't care. Like, as far as that stuff, that doesn't bother me. You and your weird indie career, that's not the issue. But the issue is everything else that you said. You shouldn't be spending time at the Performance Center and, you know, getting paid to be there and not improving somewhat. Now, in fairness, with this, she's coming back from an injury, so we'll see. But everything else you were talking about happened before she got injured.
Right.
It just wasn't really cutting it. Also the booking has been terrible because Toxic Attraction was kind of lame, but the only thing lamer than Toxic Attraction was the breakup of Toxic Attraction. So like having a focus on two rotten women wrestlers like Gigi Dolan and JC Jane, that wasn't going to get anything kickstarted, and none of them have done shit else. So we are where we are, and we're supposed to care now. Because what is happening here? She's coming right back into basically fight new Toxic Attraction, right? So she's not even in storyline, which is out of her hands, but they're not helping her out with it.
Facts. Hashtag facts. Well, Vet, I got to be honest. I thought we would have a very light group of people joining us this week because I know a lot of people do a lot of stuff before Thanksgiving, which is tomorrow here in the United States. But no, we had a nice turnout here this morning, and I appreciate every single one of you guys and gals that joined us. I'm going to encourage you guys just to take a second, just hit the like button if you did like our content. We give it to you every single week here, every Wednesday, Vet. All in all, Vet, was it a solid show, like for a go home? Because usually these go home shows are a lot of talking, a lot of recap, but this seemed to be a pretty decent, enjoyable show, except kind of for the main event. I wasn't into it. Your thoughts?
What are we going home to?
Deadline.
Deadline's not till January?
Isn't this the go home show, the Deadline?
No.
Oh, shit.
As a matter of fact, we still have to have the last chance qualifiers for Deadline.
Oh, scratch that then, motherfuckers.
Your show sucked.
Oh, well.
No, it was all right. It was okay. It was fine. We looked at Giulia in a match. We looked at Stephanie in the locker room. Everything else is whatever. So I give it a C.
Ooh.
For C, Giulia and Stephanie.
Wow.
See them plus.
For an NXT show, I'm gonna give it a B. I'm gonna give it a solid B. Like I just really liked the show. I thought it was good.
You give it a B for but Stephanie and Giulia
for their big butts. But the truth of the matter is that it could have been a B plus if the main event was just better. If they were better people in the main event, except for Tatum. Love Tatum. The other two girls brought it down, and the one that brought it down the most was Gigi Dolan. The non-reaction from the crowd was just pathetic. Nobody gave a shit. Vet, if you don't know what I'm talking about, just go back and you don't have to watch the match.
I might. I only had like 12 minutes left, so
just watch the intro and tell me if I'm wrong. Like, no fucking reaction. Like, Gigi Dolan. Yay. So whatever. All right, Vet, what you got going on, brother?
Oh man, same old stuff, and wherever it is, it's at Opinion Haver everywhere. So if you like vet content, Opinion Haver's the place to be on your platform of choice. You choose the platform, whatever it is. You can even follow me on TikTok. I'm not going to be on it, but my account is there and you can follow me. So you can follow me and watch me do nothing on TikTok. Instagram's slightly more active. Twitter's more active than that, but it's all Opinion Haver, so you don't have to think. As far as HMG business, of course, we have the Monday night Impact Attack, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 p.m. Eastern every Monday night. Brandon and myself will cover TNA wrestling. There hasn't been very much TNA and NXT crossover lately. They've slowed that down quite a bit. Perhaps they've learned all they need to learn, but when anything updates, Brandon and I will be the ones to bring it to you. And of course, if you want to hear an entire week of AEW crammed into one sub 2-hour session, then you might want to listen to Jimmy T and myself on the Wreckage. That's the place you can catch up on all your AEW roundup. That's 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern every Sunday.
Yeah, this says Saturday, but I have to fix that. So.
Well, it says Saturday Collision. The review is on Sunday, but Collision Saturday. There was no Collision. It was a pay-per-view instead.
Nor will they be moving forward, I heard.
Well, we keep hearing things and then things keep not being true or whatever. So we'll just have to wait and see. It's better to react than to predict, Ray. That's what I think.
Word up.
But in any case, yes, that's where you can find me on HMG. You could have found me hosting Wrestling with Rip Rogers 2 weeks ago in the past, but it's Von Lilas again this past week and from now on until further notice. But that's every Friday at their concrete time of, I believe it's 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern is their concrete time. So if you want to go ask Rip Rogers a question, you'll definitely see Frank's Pickle Barrel ass there. You usually see Al Robinson there. There's some familiar faces, but the questions come fast and furious. So you better be on the dot. And of course, Stevie Richards, the Great Stevie Richards Show. Great content, unique content, even in the space of oversaturated podcasts. Nobody is putting in the production values that James and Stevie are. So you're going to want to catch that every Friday in audio form, but especially on YouTube, the video form where you can see Stevie's breakdowns. This past week was all about Paul Heyman. It was a super long episode, 3+ hours. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Fuck the Dodgers.
Sure.
I just want to put it out there.
Sure.
They just added another fucking Cy Young Award winner to a 5-year deal, Blake Snell. They're going to win the next 5 World Series. Just don't watch baseball. There's no hope. Shohei's coming back to pitch next year again, too.
Oh, it's over.
It's fucking over, bro. Somebody put up this meme that I thought was actually very accurate. And I know we're talking baseball real quick, but it just really hurt my heart to see that this son of a bitch signed with the Dodgers. I'm very angry about it, but let me see if I can get this meme.
Well, let's focus on the positives. This is a time for giving thanks. This is a time for being appreciative. This is a time for
That's accurate, right?
Hey, all right. Sure. Be thankful that you get to see the greatest baseball player ever alive in your lifetime.
Yeah, Aaron Judge. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, you can follow me on all social media, Big Ray Hernandez. The Pro Wrestling Reflection this week, I haven't made a thumbnail for it, but they're going to do a pro wrestling spotlight on referees. Yeah, they're going to talk some referees. They're going to talk about, who's your favorite referee of all time, Vet? You got to pick one.
John Cone.
Okay. Ain't Cyburn?
My buddy John Cone.
Well, I don't know if they'll talk about John Cone, but they will talk
Probably
some referees. Hopefully, they don't talk about this fucking goofy bitch from AEW. But neither here nor there. Listen, what else we got going on? A lot. The Impact Attack will be up on channelattitude.com, so look out for that. Look out for the Reflection this weekend. Yeah, I think that's it. I feel like I'm missing something, but it is what it is. Follow me on social media, and if I forget, I'll just put it up there. So I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Happy Thanksgiving to all of our American fans, and fuck it, happy Thanksgiving to people that aren't American. Oh, you guys deserve to eat turkey too. And be well, be safe. Like I always say, please do not drive drunk. I always say that every time. People they keep driving drunk. You gotta stop driving drunk. Don't do that because you can hurt yourself.
They all think they can do it. They all say it'll just be this once. So I'll say they'll be careful. They all say they're a little bit better at driving when they've had something to drink.
Well, you're not.
Nope.
You're dumb. Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us this week, and we will see you next week for your Next Level Wrestling Review. Booker T.
Oh, shuggy duggy quack quack.
Cody.
Yeet.
Ray.
Yowie wowie.
LA Knight.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
Yes, boy.
Gary?
What's your name, fella?
Triple H.
And Gary.
This is the Hustler Rip Rogers. Yeah, it's fucking me. Yeah, and listen to the fucking Hameen Media Group. That's Ben Hameen Media Group from Rip Rogers. Go get him and go fuck yourself.
Weird.